Something is happening in Israel right now, something the world cannot ignore, something the news cannot explain, and something the Bible has warned us about for thousands of years. If you've been watching the headlines, the rising tensions, the spiritual awakenings, and the unusual signs surrounding Jerusalem, then you can feel it too. Prophecy is moving, and my friend, if there was ever a time to stay awake, pay attention, and keep your heart ready, it is this moment. Before we go any deeper, don't forget to comment your thoughts, like this video, and subscribe, because what you are about to watch is not just information, it is revelation. The Bible has always placed Israel at the center of God's prophetic timeline. From Genesis to Revelation, Israel is the spiritual clock of history. God says in Zechariah 2:8, "Whoever touches Israel touches the apple of my eye." That means that when the world focuses on Israel, God is watching too, closely, intentionally, and with a divine purpose. Jesus himself spoke about the land, the nation, and the people with deep seriousness, warning that the final generation would witness unique signs happening in and around Jerusalem. In Matthew 24, Jesus declared that Jerusalem would be the key signpost of the end times, saying, "When you see these things begin to happen, lift up your heads, for your redemption is drawing near." Israel is not just another nation. It is the land God chose, the land God promised, and the land where prophecy will rise and be fulfilled. Every movement in Israel, political, military, spiritual, echoes something much larger. And right now, there are 7 prophetic warning signs unfolding in Jerusalem that every believer must understand. Number 1. Rising global tension, focused specifically on Jerusalem. Jesus warned that Jerusalem would become a cup of trembling to all nations. Zechariah 12:2. We are watching that unfold in real time as world governments debate, condemn, or defend Israel, all while violence in the region escalates. The eyes of politicians, armies, and spiritual powers are locked on one small city, just as prophecy said they would be. Number 2. Increased conflict surrounding the Temple Mount. According to Scripture, the Temple Mount would become the most disputed piece of land in the world, and today, it is exactly that. Jesus warned that the holy place would become a point of great unrest. Matthew 24:15. Every clash, every restriction, every rumor about rebuilding the temple is not random, it is prophetic. Number 3. Unusual natural signs in and around Israel. The prophets spoke of earthquakes, strange weather, and supernatural phenomena connected to Israel in the last days. Ezekiel 38:19-20. Recently, the region has experienced unusual seismic activity, unexpected storms, and rare natural occurrences. These are not coincidences. They are echoes of ancient warnings. Number 4. Growing spiritual awakening. Among Jewish people. For centuries, the idea that Jewish people would turn their eyes toward Jesus seemed impossible. Yet the Bible prophesied it in Romans 11. And today, more Jewish people are having dreams, visions, and encounters with Jesus than ever before. Rabbis are speaking of messianic signs. Prophecy is unfolding in the hearts of God's chosen people. Number 5. Global division over Israel, increasing dramatically. Jesus said that in the final days, nations would divide over truth and righteousness, and Israel would stand in the center of that division. Today, you can't mention Israel without sparking controversy. The world is splitting apart exactly as Scripture described. Number 6. Accelerated calls for peace and safety. The Bible warns that when the world starts crying out for peace, sudden destruction follows. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. Right now, peace treaties, ceasefire proposals, and global pressure campaigns are multiplying. Yet the deeper the world pushes for peace, the more unstable everything becomes, just as prophecy predicts. Number 7. Increasing hostility. Toward biblical faith, Jesus warned that believers would face deception, persecution, and spiritual pressure as signs intensify. Matthew 24:9-12. As conflict rises in Israel, so does hostility toward Christians, Scripture, and truth worldwide. It is all connected, and it is all unfolding before our eyes. Israel's story is not just political, it is spiritual. Every prophecy that has already come true proves that the ones unfolding now demand our attention. Jesus said, "Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. That means every sign we see, every conflict, every miracle, every warning is leading somewhere. And the Bible makes it clear, all roads lead back to Jerusalem. As God watches Israel, we must watch too. Not with fear, but with faith. Not with confusion, but with clarity. These signs are not designed to scare the believer, but to prepare the believer. The same Jesus who spoke these warnings is the same Jesus who is coming again. So, before you scroll away, pause for a moment and think, why is all this happening now? Why Israel? Why Jerusalem? Why these signs, and why all at once? None of it is random. None of it is accidental. It is the unfolding plan of God, written long before any of us were born. If you want more updates like this, more biblical insight, more prophecy explained, more truth in a world of confusion, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, do you believe we are living in prophetic times? What signs have you noticed? Because what's happening in Israel is not the end of the story, but it is the beginning of something the world has been waiting for since Jesus first spoke the words, "Behold, I come quickly."